Online students, I'm audible and you could see my screen here. Online, am I audible and you could see my screen? Yes, no. They are not responding. You guys are responding. Okay. Where are we, guys? What are we discussing in the last class? String methods and array methods. So we have seen like what are the predefined methods which can be applied on arrays, which can be applied on string. And on the top of arrays, we have seen like how do we insert, delete, and joining, splitting. Those all things we have seen. The same thing on the string. How do you find the characters? How do you find the char codes? How with the particular position? We have seen like how the structure of the memory will, or how the memory structure gets created for a string internally, and etc. Right? Right. So what is our next topic for today? Date object. Okay. So anytime we want, guys, are we done? Okay. So anytime you want to work with any of the date object here, like anytime you want to work with the dates, the months, the years, or the days, you simply have a predefined class, something called as date in your JavaScript. Okay, we know that we haven't finished the topic called as classes concept in your JavaScript. How do we create an object and all? But for now, you can simply just remember this structure. I say that my date is equal to new date is the predefined class, and we are instantiating this class in order to get the current date of the system. Okay, anytime you want to get the current date, you simply say so and so variable is equal to new is a predefined keyword using which we will be instantiating the classes. Anyway, when I'm coming into the advanced JavaScript, then I will talk about what do you mean by class, what do you mean by instantiation, those all things we discuss. But for now, new is a predefined keyword, date is a predefined class. Now, once you say new date, it is going to give us the complete date object according to the current system. It is not like exact current date I'm going to throw you. Whatever the date and time you have set in your system, that date and time will be responding back for you. Okay. So now I say console dot log. I say my date. Okay. So now when I save this, open in the browser, I say inspect, go for console. You see that this is what the date time being thrown. It is saying that today is Saturday, April 15, 2023. The time, the minutes, the hours, the seconds, following with the IST or whatever the date format you have, every other information will be passed or will be caught. I mean, we could able to catch it out using the new date object. Are we clear? Okay. Now, on the top of this, whenever you say it is a date object, whenever I say new date, it is going to create the date for the current system. What if like I want to create a date object of my custom date here? Like user says that, okay, what is my date of birth? Now I say something called as my DOB. So if at all you want to create a date object for this of your custom date, not like my joining date, my date of birth, my ending date. So those all things, if at all you want to go with, you can create an object by passing the value. Say, for example, right now, when I say April 15, 2023, for example, if I pass this value to this, now I say March, say some 2028. Say, for example, I want to create a date object regarding this. Now, when I save this guy, you copy this. I say my DOB, save this guy, reload the page. The first value what we see is the current date of the system where I said new date. But the second value what I have is custom date. I want to create a date object as per the date what I am passing. You pass anything, for that the date object will be created there. Okay. Fortunately, it is all say, for example, if it is 19th, then you reload the page. That is how it is. So 19th is going to become Sunday. And obviously you haven't specified any time. This is going to be 000 by default. Are we clear? So we can create an object for the current system date. At the same time, we can create an object for the custom date what we want to specify. On the top, there are some predefined methods what JavaScript is providing. Okay, some questions I have, such an assignment. Please don't ask for which one. I didn't got anyone. Very nice. Sir, once check Telegram group. What happened? People are exiting. So you guys couldn't able to log in. It's working now. Okay, now you guys could able to join, right? Many of the students are unable to join. Unmute everyone. Why the reason? Okay. No one, right? I think everyone could able to join it now. Okay. So yeah. So after we create a date object like this, JavaScript is providing some predefined methods. Okay. There are some n number of predefined methods. Those all can be applied on this date object. Okay. Whatever the date object you have, on the top of the date object, we could able to apply some JavaScript methods. So what are those methods? Let's have a look. So for now, I'm commenting out my custom date object here. Okay. Now, if I say completely data, my date here, it is completely showing the information like what is the day, what is the month, what is the year, what is the minute, hours, seconds, complete information. What if like I would like to go with individual? I'm interested to find out only what is the date, like is it is 15th, 16th or so. What if I'm interested with only the month? What if I'm interested only the hours? What if I'm interested only with the year, etc. and all? We have set of predefined methods. If I say console.log, whatever the date you have created, dot, I say get date. Whenever you say something called as get date, it is going to return only the current date from the new date. Okay, I'm simply saying like whatever the date object you created, date object dot get date, which is going to return you the current date from the date here. In the same way, we have another method, get full year. Okay, then method name is date object dot get full year. It is going to return the complete full year for you. In the same way, I say get day. I say get day here. Now, when I say get a day, so I'm interested to know that whether it is Saturday, Sunday, Monday and all. Now, when I come back and reload the page, it says 6. Why it is 6? So it is not going to throw you the value like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It is going to return you the index value where the index starts from 0. 0 indicates Sunday. Okay, Saturday. Yeah, 0 indicates Sunday. So 0 to 6, you're going to get it. And the 6 is going to be Saturday for you. Am I clear? On the top, if at all you are interested to find the month. Okay, I'm interested to see what is the month here? Get month. Now, when I say get month, reload the page. What I got? It has 3. Where 0 is January, 1 is February, 3 is March, and 2 is March, and 3 is April. Are we clear? So this is how you have n number of predefined methods, get hours, get minutes, get seconds, get milliseconds. Hell lot of methods are there using which you could able to find out the individual or we could able to find out the individual value from the complete date. Now, what if my requirement? Whenever I say new date, this is how the date is coming. I'm not interested with this date format. I'm interested to show the date format in the way what I wanted. I would like to say MMGDYY format. I want only the minutes and seconds. I want only the hours and etc. So if at all you want to do the date in a custom way, you need to apply the custom piece of code in order to find it out. My requirement is I want to show the date in this way. Or else, first of all, another question is, boss, when I say get day, it is simply throwing like 6, 4 or 5 something. But I'm interested to know whether it is Saturday, Sunday, Monday. How do I get to know? Can I add some custom logic for this? What I will do is I will create my own custom logic, say something called as where days list is equal to an array of, say something called as Sunday, Thursday, Saturday. Okay. If I already know the list of all the days with the positions, you already know what is the index. Can I directly find out what is the day? Yes or no? Obviously, yes, right? Obviously, I'm getting the day value as an index value. It is throwing me like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, etc. So I directly find out the corresponding value here. In the same way, can I say, I will say some months list is equal to an array of something called as Jan, Feb, March, like this. Okay. Now, can I find out the exact month now? Now I say that, for example, if at all I have to find out the day, I will say that where day index. What is the day index here? When I say date dot get a day, he is going to throw me whether it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Yes. Now can I take out the days list? If I say days list of day index, is it not the exact day for you, boss? Yes, right? Now if I simply say console.log, what is the days list of day index here? Come back and reload. You should be able to find out it is Saturday. In the same way, I will say months list. Whatever the months list you have, months list of month index. And what is this month index here? Month index equal to my date dot get day. Sorry, month, right? Get month. Get month here. Now when I save this, come back over here and reload this page. Am I getting it as April, boss? System might not be providing you the individual values, but you can add your own logic in order to find out the values here. What if I'm interested with, I want to find out an array, I want to find out the full month of this. It should not be like APR, it should be APRIL. In the same way, when it is Jan, it should not be just Jan, it should be complete word I want to find out. Then how do I do that? Can I create another array of full month names and full day names? Instead of just keeping SUN, MON, SAT, I can say that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, etc. and all. Now, my interest is I want to find out the date in this way. I want to say that it should be 15th. Okay. Or I want to say Saturday, 15th, 15 AP 1504.
Hello, sir. Hello.
2023.
Hello.
This is what my requirement, guys. My interest is I want to show
Hello,
the
sir.
date in this way. Saturday, comma, what is the day, what is the month, and this guy. So it should be in DD MMY format. So how do I find out this guy? Very simple. I will say that where custom date is equal to, how do I find it as Saturday? Can I simply say days list of day index? Yes or no? Everyone, yes. I will say plus, I need to put some comma here, plus, what is the thing I need to find out? I need to find out 15. How do I find 15 here? My date dot get date. Fine, everyone. I need to put some slash operator here, plus slash. In the same way, later I need to find out month. Now I say my date dot get month like this, plus I need to put some slash operator here, plus my date dot get full year. Is my job is done, boss. Now I simply say console.log custom date. Save this guy, come back and reload. Why it is showing as 3? It should be, it is starting with 0. Do I need to add +1 to this? Yes, it is. So get month plus 1 I'm going to do here like this, reload the page. This is how the date format is. So this is how you could able to find out whatever the custom date format you want, you could able to do it out. Are we clear? Okay. Now my question is, the assignment for today is, I say, guys, if you're not talking, please go into mute.
Hello,
is someone
sir.
talking?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Sir, actually, we joined in the middle of what you were explaining, so we were not able to
Sorry,
understand.
Prasad. I mean, I can't hear you. Can you repeat again?
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Not exactly. Just give me a minute. Let me log in from my phone so that I can hear you. Just give me a minute.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you please speak out now?
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, including me, many of us joined meeting in the middle of what you were explaining, so we couldn't understand exactly what is it.
Is it is clear?
I mean, it is clear for everyone, guys, his voice, or it is only to me? I mean, is it an issue from my side, or everyone could listen fine? Online students. Okay, he's saying that he joined the class in the middle. You can explain him shortly. Is that what your question, Prasad? Prasad, is that what your question? Okay. Is it okay now? Now no echoing?
Hello.
It's not okay. Are we good now? Am I okay now? Am I sounding good? Yes. Okay. So Prasad, you are, is what your question? You joined late and you want to have a short note on this?
Yes, sir.
You all are saying yes, other than Prasad. Okay, so actually what we are looking is, we are looking into the date object, and under the date object, how you could able to, what do you say, find out individual values. Like if at all you want to get the date, you simply say new date of directly. New is a predefined keyword, date is a predefined class. You simply say my date equal to new date. You should able to see the current date here. Can we create? Without creating new keyword, we cannot use it because date is a class. New. Without new keyword, that is not cannot be created. Because like okay, without this guy, when I said date is a class, without using new keyword, how do you instantiate a class? It's not possible. Okay, and we are seeing like how do we actually find out individual values from the current date. Now when I say my date, if you see, this is how we are getting the complete date here. Okay, this is how we are getting the complete date, Saturday, April, so and so. But I'm interested with finding out the individual values, like what is the month. The reason why I'm going with the individual, because I would like to go with a custom date format. I don't want to depend upon the same format what system is doing. Sometimes I may want the date, I may want the date in MMDDYY format, DDMYY format. I want only the minutes, seconds, etc. And also, how do I do? So for that, I need to have some custom methods, right? So there are some custom methods like this, using which you could able to find out the individual values from the given date. Like when I say date dot get date, it will return you what is the current date. When I say get full year, it will simply return you the year value. When I say get day, it is going to return like index value between 0 to 6, where 0 indicates the Sunday, 6 indicates Saturday. When I say get month, it is going to throw the value between 0 to 11, where 0 indicates January, 11 indicates December. Okay, so like this, you're going to get the individual values. If I have the individual value, I could able to create the custom date, something like this. Okay, at the same time, my interest is I would like to find out where time value. My interest is I want to say that time should be something like hours, colon, minutes, colon, seconds. This is what my expectation is. So what can I go for? I can simply say that my day dot get hours is a predefined method, plus colon, I say my day dot get minutes. Okay, plus I say my day dot get seconds. So colon is missing, right? So I need to say plus colon. I say plus colon, plus I say my day dot get milliseconds, like this. Now when I console dot log time value, save this, come back here, reload the page. Okay, you see here, this is how I got 9 hours, 2 minutes, 0 seconds, 194. Reload the page. 9 hours, 2 minutes, 5 seconds, 969 milliseconds. Okay, so if we have this individual methods, you could able to find out the individual values, and we can create a custom date format, whatever you wanted. Are we clear now, guys? Online students, including Prasad? Are we good? Okay. Now, coming to the assignment, what we wanted is, I'm giving an example. Like, for example, if the user is interested with the format, something like this. Saturday, 15th, 04, 2024. If you see here, I'm not saying 4, I'm saying 04. Can you find out this format? Everyone, okay? In the same way, I would like to say Saturday, something like this. Is it possible? Okay, instead of complete word Saturday, I want only SAT. In the same way, I would like to add like this. Is it possible? Okay. At the same time, I would like to say April 15th, 2023. Can you do this? In the same way, I say 15th April 2023, 09. Okay. In the same way, April 15th, 2023. Okay. Okay, Biswajit, is it taking from the server? No, right? I mean, where is server is coming from? We are not using any server. As I said you, whenever you say new date, it will automatically pick the value from the current system. If you set a wrong date from the current system, that is what it will be picked up. It is only depend upon the current system, not from the internet. It's going to find out the exact date. Okay, more Rahul, most of has not done the previous assignments. That's fine. At least you need to tell me, right? Let me know what is the assignment you want me to solve. I will help on fixing that guy. Okay, once we finish the date part, let me know what is the assignment of arrays or strings, whatever you want me to solve. Let me know, I will solve it. Next, Roshan, is there any concept of regular expression to set the date format? Roshan, we have the date regular expression to find out an existing date format. Okay, if you have a date format, you want to find out the guy who is in DDMI format, you can find out, but you cannot create a date format with the custom one. If at all you have to do that, you need to use these predefined methods. That is what I'm doing, right? This is all custom only, right? No, it has to, the reason why the system didn't provided this Saturday, etc. and all. When I say get month, system would have been directly told me that Saturday, Sunday, or Monday and all. The reason is local support or internationalization, we call it as. For example, if it is in China, if the system says that, boss, what is the get month? If it says Monday, there is an issue, right? Instead of that, they want to see the value in their language. In the same way, sometimes you wanted a full data and sometimes you wanted a sometimes you wanted the smaller word, then in that case it is problem, right? That is the reason what the system is doing. Every time I give you an index, now the array whatever you create, if you are a Chinese system, create a day list in the form of Chinese system value. In the same, you want full month, half month, whatever you want, you can create your own custom, because index doesn't change whatever the language you go, isn't it? Yeah. So now what I wanted is, I want you to create an assignment where the system will show you like this. Boss, there are some multiple options, fifth one, fourth one, sorry. And I say 7. Now the system has to throw me that these are the options what you have. Now user selects 3, automatically you need to show the current date in this format. This is an example we are giving to the user. Okay. Now user says that tomorrow he will come and he chooses 5. Then you need to show that it is 6th April 2023. What is the date, time, etc. and all. Are we clear? Everyone? Nice. So do this assignment, guys. Yes, please. How to find the, you can simply say, okay, he's saying that, okay, what is my previous date? For example, today is so and so. I want to find out the previous date or the next date, right? Okay, so you can simply say new date plus 1. New date plus 1. Now once I reload the page, it is, why it is still April 15th? Where today date is equal to, so it is giving in time format. I mean, milliseconds. Then I need to convert this guy. Why it's giving only 15th? New date -1. We have to set a date. Actually, setting date I can do. For example, in that case, I can simply say new date March of current date -1. Okay, that we can do. But what I'm asking is a predefined. He is asking that I want to say -1, -2, right? For his question, if you really want to do that, say, for example, where yesterday date is equal to new date, or else my current date. What is my current date? My date dot get month plus space my date dot get day -1 plus I say my date dot get full year. Console log yesterday date. This is how it is. It is 314. Okay, anyway, 3 has to be done with plus. But what I'm looking for a direct single method instead of you manually creating the date object. Now I can simply say new date of this guy, it will be done. But my interest is to find out. Now I can say new date of so and so. Now if you reload this is what it is. Is it is Tuesday yesterday? Why it is March? Okay. I need to say month list of get month. Then you see it is Friday, April 14. This is what your question. In the same way, you can do minus also. That is what your question is? But directly also we have to do. Directly we could able to say -1 or -2. So let me find it out. They also did the same. Yesterday minus get day -1 they are doing. This is what you're saying, set a date. Oh, okay. Instead of set a date, when we go with the set date, if I want to change the date of this guy, if I'm creating a new one, then you don't need to set it. Now say, for example, yesterday date. Am I getting in the date format? See, I'm getting in date format. Without even set also, it will be working. Okay. For now, you check for this -1, -2, etc. If I will find out, I mean, mostly it should not be there, but I will find it out if there is anything like directly predefined methods. Okay. Any more questions? How to identify the particular time value? What do you mean by particular time value? Lalita, like we have this format, right? Now, if I could able to find out the get hours, get milliseconds, and get hours, you can find out, right? And Rao, you're saying that can we use switch case? In fact, you have to use the switch case. You know, for the user, you will show him that, boss, these are the options you have. Now you have to write the switch case. 1, if the user selects 1, you need to show this. Switch 2, this has to be done. Instead of writing if conditions, we can go with the switch case. When we use it in real time. So Biswajit, sometimes, right, we have to show the date, right? I mean, most of the time we'll be using the date object. In most of the web pages on the right top, I have to show the user with the continuous date. You know, like each and every milliseconds, it has to get updated. Now, you may ask me a question. You see, right now, my current date is just like this. For example, this is my current date. What if I want to see on each and every second, it has to get updated? I will show you, but what I can say is set interval, which we haven't yet finished. I will talk about this, but I'm just showing this. Now I say console.log new date of. You see, this is the guy. He will be keep on updating you the time in each and every second of time. See, on each and every second, my date is getting changed here. It will automatically change the minutes, seconds, hours, dates, everything. It will be changed. Now, what if like I want to create a web page on the right top, I would like to show the user with the current date. In the same way, I want to show that I want to create a web page where users enter the date of birth, and you need to tell him how many months or how many days, what is the age of the particular user in days. Okay, so if at all you have to create that, then obviously date object is needed, right? In fact, you can try this guy, right? The second assignment, what you can do is assignment 2 is where user date of birth. User will be giving the date of birth for you. Okay, he will say that like 90, 2000, 2000, or whatever the value he gives, you take it out. Now you need to return your age. He say something called as 2345 days. In days I wanted, not in years. Or else, if you want to try, you can even try for that. You can say your age is, say something called as 20 years, say something called as 2 months like this, 2 months, 4 days like this. You can try for that. So if at all you have to do this, this is what the real time you will be using the date object. Am I clear, Biswajit? Okay. Hope everyone is clear with the assignment. Yes. You done that? What? New date -1? Okay, I'll see that after the class. In fact, I mean, this is what you have done. Okay, I will see that after the class. So everybody make sure you do this, guys. Assignment. What's the next topic? So now we have seen 3 different types of predefined methods. One is when you create an array, what all the predefined methods which we can apply on the array, what all the predefined methods which can be applied on a string, what all the predefined methods which can be applied on the date object. Okay. On the top, as you said, guys, someone said that a lot of assignments are still pending. Anything you want me to solve? Online, offline. So please, first question of array, any question of array. You let me know, Sachin, instead of me choosing anything, you let me know what is the question. I'll solve it. Let me know fast. Length of an array without dot length property. Okay, that's good. Finding length without using predefined property .html. Okay, it's very simple, guys. Say, for example, I say data equal to array of, say, some 34, 67, 45, 89, say some 90, say some 23. If at all, you have to find out the length of this. Normally, what is the predefined way? I can simply say that console.log data is one thing. I said data dot length property, which will simply tell you what is the total number of values that array is holding. Save this guy, open in the default browser, inspect this guy, go for console. It says that it is 6. Clear, everyone? Okay. On the top, now if at all I have to find out, I say console.log data of 6. What is data of 6? 23. Undefined. Okay. If I say data of 5, 23. Is not the logic? Can I simply say where count equal to 0? What I will do is go to each and every value of an array until you get it as undefined. Okay. Now, can I simply say that for loop where I is equal, or else, while loop also I can do. Or else, let's go with the for loop because we are going step by step, right? So we say for where I equal to 0, I less than, you should not be, it should be something called data of I not equal to undefined I plus plus. So what I'm saying is I'm going with 0. I'm checking data of 0 is equal to undefined. No, I'll go with I plus plus. Data of 1 undefined. No, I'll keep on going. I can say count plus plus. Now finally, I say console dot log custom length is plus count. Come back and reload the page. Custom length is 6. Dot length is also 6. Okay, this is how we could able to find out the total number of values inside an array without using the dot length property. It's very simple. What the logic is, I'm going to each and every element until I get it as undefined. When I'm getting undefined, I'm getting out and I'm saying it is done. Okay. Any more questions? For loop, Ratnam, it is simple. What I'm saying is, I'm going to the first value. Is it is undefined? No. I'll go here. I'll go here. I'll go here. I'll go here. Whenever I'm going to each and every element and it is not undefined, I'm simply increasing the count value to plus plus. Okay. Now I go to 23. Later I go to the next position that will come as undefined. Obviously, that count is giving me the total number of values. Am I clear? Okay. Any more questions on the arrays, guys? Prasad, you asked me for employee details passing parameter. I'll do that. But before that, I want to finish all the questions regarding the arrays. Then I'll jump to this passing parameter for employee details. Anyone? Any more questions? Reversing an array. Reversing an array. I mean, directly show the reverse of an array. Okay, reversing the each element of an array. Okay. In fact, that part also we have already done, guys. Don't see this as a complex, finding each and every reverse of an individual number of an array. If you think that guy, it is complex. But if I ask you a question, take a number, show the reverse of it. Could you able to do that? Yes or no? Yes, right? Now what I will do is finding reverse of all values in an array.html. Okay, a very simple code I will write here. I will say I'm going to go with functions, guys. We know that we have to go with modularization. I say find or get reverse. I'll say it is a function like this. What these guy will get is You give him n value, he will return you the reverse of a number. Okay, we are going to write one function. You give me any value as a parameter, I will return you the reverse of that given number. Let us say how we are going to find the reverse of a number. Where reminder, okay, where reverse number, like this. Now what I'm going to do, we already know the logic of this reverse number. If it is 253, we'll take 3 into 10 plus 5, 35 into 10, 350 plus 2. It is going to be 352. That is what we do. The same thing I'll do here. While say n greater than or else n not equal to 0 or greater than 0, we can go for this. I say remainder equal to n modulus 10. I say reverse of a number equal to reverse of a number into 10 plus remainder. So reverse of a number should be 0 initially. Otherwise, it will be undefined into 10 will become NaN. And later, I need to say n is equal to n by 10. And I need to say n is equal to percent of n. Done. This is a piece of function. You pass any value to me, I will return you. Then I need to return this guy also. Return reverse of a number. That's it. You see here where result 1 is equal to get reverse of 254. Okay. Console this guy. I say console.log result 1. Save this. Open this guy in the browser. Inspect this guy, go for console. You see, I got the reverse as 452. So we have written a custom method which will take any parameter and it will return you the reverse of that number. You give me any bigger value. You give me anything, I say 3454 so and so, the reverse is so and so. You give any smaller value, say some 34, it says something called as 43. You give something called as 2, reverse of a number is 2. Are we clear? We have created the application in such a way that you give any number to that function, it is going to return you the reverse of that given number. Any questions? Online students, are we good up to this? Are we clear up to this? Any questions? Okay. Now the next part is what I have. Okay, forget about this guy. My function is ready. Assume I have some array, some data equal to array of say some so and so. Like this. You know how do you take the dynamic values also, right? Instead of hard coding this array, you can make the dynamic array. Now my interest is I want to create where reverse array is equal to an empty array. What I want to do is I want to go with individual value, find out the reverse of that guy, put into the reverse array. Okay, how do I go for that? I will say, first of all, for loop where I is equal to 0, I less than data dot length, because I need to go to each and every value inside this array. First of all, I need to pick up this 34, 3004, I need to pick up this 56. I need to pick up this 77. I need to pick up each and every value here. Yes, that is the reason I'm writing this for loop. I say I plus plus. Now what I'll say, where reverse value is equal to, simply can I call get reverse of data of I? Yes or no, boss? So we know that this is the function responsible for taking a parameter and returning a value. I'll simply take this value, pass it to this guy. He will return me the reverse of that number. That will be under this guy. Second time, I take 56, I'm passing to this function. He will take this, he will return the reverse of a number, it will be here. But this value is keep on changing. Instead of this, I will take this array dot push whatever the result I got, right? Reverse value. I'll simply keep it here. As simple as it is. Now, finally, look after this guy. I say console.log reverse array. Now, when I say this, reload this guy. Am I not consoling the main array? Console.log main array. Save this, reload. The main array is that guy. Reverse of that guy is this. Am I done? That's it. Can we reverse of a string? Yes. What you can do? I will come to that. Strings I will come. First of all, let us finish the arrays topic. Okay. Any more questions on arrays, guys? Arrays? Anyone? What is that? Line number 29. 29 and 30. Okay. Have you understood this guy? Which one? I say where res is equal to get reverse of 234. When I do this, I'm getting the reverse. Are you clear up to line number 25? What I'm doing, you call this method, pass him a value. That value will be passed here. He is going to find the reverse and is going to give it to you, right? The same thing I'm doing. I need to find the reverse of a value. What is that guy? First time data of 0. That value will be copied into here. Reverse will be copied here. I'm taking a copy, putting into the something, the other array. Come on, at line number 30, is it is predefined or user defined? Reverse array is predefined or user defined, boss? Whenever I say var keyword, I'm declaring, right? Instead of this, I say Prasad array. Okay, it's a user defined. Are we good? Are we good with all the assignments of the arrays? Yes, ma'am. Strings, we will come to that. We have the 10 array programs, right? First of all, we are finishing that. String, I'll come to that. Okay, other guys also having the questions on the strings. First of all, we'll finish this arrays concept. How push is working? How it is working? We know that, right? Dot push is a predefined method using which we could able to, where is that guy? Yeah, we know that, right? Push value. If I have an array, I can simply insert the values. Yesterday we have run that, Sachin, if you remember. Okay. Next, now Ratnam, how to get array 89? Okay, you want to find the reverse of the values inside the array. Then you can simply say console.log result, not result, data dot reverse. Am I clear, Ratnam? Any more questions? Is there a general solution to convert any static program to dynamic? General solution to make static program to dynamic. General solution is, I mean, what do you mean by general solution? Then general solution is I have to remove this guy. I need to run a for loop. I need to read individual value, right? So what do you mean by general solution here? That is the only way we have. Yeah, that's what. I mean, you have to replace this data equal to, I need to make it as empty array. Instead of hard coding, you need to read the values from the user. That is the option you have. Any more questions, guys? This is the last time asking again. Again, in between, I mean, it is fine. You can ask me the questions, but when I'm going with a different topic, again, you should not come and ask me that, boss, what is array? I'm fine to answer it, but you yourself will be confusing. Yes, please. Do not delete this one. I don't delete it. I'm editing the existing program itself. Yeah, fine. I'll close it. If I want to do, I'll create a new one. Okay, reverse is a predefined method, sir. Yes, Satnam. Dot reverse is predefined method, which is going to return you the values from the, I mean, in a reverse order. Okay. Okay, Rahul, write a program to dynamic array of 10 values, list out the prime numbers within it. This is also simple, right? The same way we can do. So again, guys, we have to make use of the functions here. So I will make use of well-defined functions. I say var check prime number. I'm going to write a function. This guy is taking a parameter like this. Okay. I want to write a individual function. He will be taking any number, whatever you give it to me. I will check it out whether it is a prime number or not. If it is prime number, I will return true. Otherwise, I will return false. Is it clear? Okay. So what I will do is, if at all, now I say var temp is count, right? Count equal to 0. I say while, not while, for loop, right? We have to take n value modulus 1, modulus 2, modulus 3 and all. For where I is equal to 2. If you remember, we have replaced this 1 and last. If I have to check the 5 as a prime number or not, I will divide the 5 with 2 and until 4. Anyway, 1 and 5, it will be anyway, it is going to divide it. So I say I equal to 2, I less than equal to n minus 1, I plus plus. Okay, what I'm going to do, if at all n modulus I is equal to 0, I say count plus plus, and I'm going to break it because at least one time it got 0, you can get out of it. Now what I'll say return, I'll show you the shortcut. You know what you can do is var result equal to, I'll say var result, and I'll say if count equal to 0, I can say it is prime number. I'll say result equal to true. Else I say result equal to false. Instead of writing this much of coding, I can comment it out. You can say, guys, concentrate here. Your words are disturbing others. Now I say return count equal to 0. You see, instead of writing this much of coding, I'm taking a result variable. If it is 0, I'm saying return true. If it is not, I'm saying return false. Instead of this, simply say return count equal to 0. Anyway, count double equal to 0. It will tell you whether it is true or false, right? If it is becoming 0, count equal to 0 is true. If it is not, return false. Simple. Instead of writing this much, one single line will help you here. Okay. Now let us check whether these guy is working or not. Now I say console.log check prime number 5. Inspect this. Go for console. It says that it is prime number. Okay. Let us say something called as 55. Save this guy. It is not. I say something called as 97. It is prime number. So like this, we have written one generic method who is capable of, you pass me any value, I will tell you whether that guy is prime number or not. $97 out of 1, I didn't get you. Is 97 is prime or not?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Why do we check for 1? Okay, you want to say that pass this guy as a 1 instead of 97. Okay, replace this guy. It is true. 1 nahi hai? Sure.
Sir.
1 is prime S.
Hello.
1 is not prime number. I'll ask Google.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
No. Okay, in that case, what you will do? You'll simply say if n equal to 1, return false. Because that is the only case, right? Okay, now if I go with our application, it is false. Okay, yeah, thanks for adding it.
Hello,
Okay,
sir.
are we clear now?
Hello.
We have written one generic method who is responsible for you pass me any value, I'm going to return whether it is true or false based on its prime state. Okay, now what is my next question? My question is, I have array of values. All those values need to be checked whether it is prime or not. Now I'll say where some data. I think I asked you to take some dynamic array, right? Read the values from the user. Now I'll say for loop where I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus, I don't want to go with 10, I'll say 5. I'll say data of I is equal to prompt enter value for I. I say parse int of data of I, but it should be data of I equal to this. Guys, we have already done this. That's the reason I'm going a bit of speed, because all these programs we have done. Okay, what I'm doing is reading the values from 5 values inside the data array in the form of numbers. Now what I need to do, I need to check for prime numbers. Now what I'll say, for where I equal to 0, I less than data dot length, I plus plus. Okay, what I have to do now, I have to say where result equal to check prime number of data of I. You need to pass one individual value for this guy, then he will simply say. Now if I say if result, I mean if it is true, I will take some another array where prime values is equal to array. I mean my requirement is I'll take some array of values, whatever it is prime, I take it out and put into a separate array. Okay, that separate array is prime values. Now I say prime values dot push this data of I. Now finally, console dot log prime values. Save it and reload this guy. Enter the value for first guy, 55, 66, 44, 97, and 33. 97 is the only array which is prime. Now I say 5, I say 37, 88, 34, 61. These all are the prime numbers here. Are we clear? That's it. Any more questions? Sir, you're not calling the function, how it shows the result. Ratnam, I'm calling this guy, right? If you see, I'm calling this function here many number of times by passing different parameter. Someone talking on the mic. Guys, if you're not talking, please make sure you're in mute. Any more questions? Are we good with all the values, all the examples of arrays? Everyone? All the assignments can be solved now. Okay. Smallest and largest number from an array without using sorting method. Okay. Instead, like smallest and largest is very simple, but comparatively, when you, if I ask you the second largest number, that is where the question is, and you should not use the sorting method. I haven't discussed about the sort method, right? Yes or no? Why? It is Akmasik's concept, but let me show you that example. For example, I say where data is equal to array of some 45, 68, 34, 65, 90 equal to like this. This is an array. If at all I have to sort these guys into an ascending order or descending order, you know what I'm going to do? I know that you're talking regarding the subject itself, but still. Sorting values. Okay, what I have to do? I need to say for where I equal to 0, I less than data dot length, I plus plus. How do you do the sorting? Manually sorting I wanted. Manually sorting. I need to take each and every value, compare with the other value. If it is smaller, keep it out. If it is bigger, swap it. What do you mean by swapping? Interchanging the position. Now the 0th position is moving to 5th position. 5th position is changing to 0th position. That we call it as swapping their positions. Okay. Now what I need to do, I need to find out what is the smallest, and based on that, I need to swap the value. So I'm going to write a logic here. Is j equal to 0 or j equal to I? When I come to the 0th position, j should be I plus 1, right? So I'm just writing the logic, try to understand it. Okay, let me show you what do you mean by swapping, guys. Say, for example, A is equal to say some 90. I say B is equal to say some 23. My expectation is A should become 23 and B should become 90. Okay, what should we say? We'll say where C value, I'll say C is equal to A is equal to B is equal to C. Any questions? I'm taking the value of A into C variable and I'm taking A to B, which is 23. Now B to C. Without using temporary variable also we can do. Right now I have taken the C value as a temporary. Without using temporary value, I can still make it as A and B swapping. Anyone having idea of it? Anyone else? Online. You know that, ma'am? That's nice. 2-3 students try to ask you something, but you are not able to listen to them. Kushal, the question is the mic is not working here. I was calling and people are not answering. That is the reason I have logged out my from my phone. So guys, I'm not listening anything from the mic. If you have questions, please put it over here through the chat. Okay, I'll make sure to answer every question, whatever been asked in the chat. Okay, so guys, as I said, you like try to find out. I mean, you try to search it out or you do something. I want to find out the swapping of two values without using a temporary variable. Okay, can you try for that? You will shake your heads very well. Okay, make sure you try that, guys. Okay, for now, I'm using the temporary variable, but you have to check for that. Now, when I save this, and finally, when I save this console.log data, now when I save this, come back and reload the page. Am I reading dynamically? This is not the example, right? Go to console. You see here, the output, what I got is what? Is it not descending order of the array? Sorry, ascending order of the array. Now, when I say console.log data, reload. See, this guy is 4578, what we have given. Could I able to rearrange the values in an ascending order? Yes. If at all I want to find out the descending order, instead of this, it will be less than. Now, if you see, it is in a descending order. Are we good? Okay. Now, you know, whenever we ask a question for the people saying that, can you tell me what is the first largest and the second, smallest and the largest? They will try to sort the values. They find out smallest as the last position and the largest as the first position if it is descending order. But this is not a recommended way, guys. If at all you have to find out the largest and smallest, why the reason unnecessarily I need to interchange the position of the values inside the array? Okay. Instead of this guy, this is the sorting mechanism. I'm just simply commenting out. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to find out the smallest value. I first of all will write the piece of code for smallest. How do you find out this guy? Where small value is equal to 0. First of all, I'll say I'll go with the for loop where I is equal to 1, I less than data dot length I plus plus. Okay. Now what I'll say, if at all, first what I'll do is I will assume the first value as the smallest value. I mean, I'm taking the 45 as smallest. I will compare 45 with 78. Is my assumption is correct? Is my assumption is correct as a small number? Yes, it is. Then it is fine. You go to the second guy. When I'm comparing 45 with 33, is my assumption is correct? No, 45 is expected to be smaller than that, but it is bigger. Can I change this 33 to my smaller number now? Yes, that is what the logic I'll follow. What I will do is, if at all the smallest value is greater than the data of I, you can simply swap it. Now I say smallest value is equal to data of I. Now I come back here. I say console.log smallest value is plus small value. Save this and reload the page. The smallest value is 33. If at all I have to find out the biggest one, the largest one. Now I say where largest value is equal to same. I'm going to say I'm to take the first value as the largest number. Now I will check this comparison here. If at all the largest value is less than the data of I, you can say largest value is equal to data of I. Now I come back, I take the largest value is this. Reload the page. Largest value is 90, smallest value is so and so. You just need to find out the logic, guys. I mean, if you see this complete one, then you'll hang a question. First of all, you need to go with this. I'm taking the logic of take the first value, treat it as the smallest value, take that value, compare with each and every value. When you're comparing it, if your assumption is fine, you go for the next step. Otherwise, you have to swap this value. That is what I have done. If it is smallest, if it is greater than this, then I'm changing. If it is lesser, then I'm changing for the largest value. Okay, without sorting, I could able to do that. Now the question for you is how you're finding the second largest value. Can you try for that now? That is a very good question, guys. Honestly speaking, when I'm taking the interviews, the people with 8 years or 9 years of experience, they couldn't able to give me the exact answer for the second largest with a more optimized. I don't want like n number of loops you're using. Lesser the number of loops you're using, and you could able to find out the answer. That is where the performance is high there. Are we clear? Everyone? Okay. Hope I answered every question for, is there anything pending for arrays? All done? You are already done. Everyone, still any questions? Sorry. What about dimensional arrays you wanted? In fact, like we are not using it, but if you want, I can discuss. It's simple, right? I mean, you know the matrix, not matrix, matrices. In your mathematics, there will be the data in the form of row wise and column wise, right? You say where, or else I'll do one thing. Today is Saturday. Let's close it. On Monday class, you just remind me. I'll show you one example. How do you work with dimensional? Okay. Fine, guys. Let's pause it for today. On Monday class, I'm going to solve this. I'm going to show you some examples on dimensional arrays. 1, 2, 3. 1 we already seen. 2 or 3 we can check it on it. On the top, any string examples you're pending with, let me know. On Monday class, I'll solve the string example. You have a question on the strings, right? She's also having a question. On Monday, I'm going to finish that. Later, we can continue working on The next topic what we have is JSON object. What is JSON object? Those things we'll talk in the next class. Have a good day. Happy weekend for everyone.